God, it's tough.
It was just very difficult because really cold, your hands were freezing, and then you have like a very, very long descent.
My fingers frozen. My fingers are all frozen.
Taiwan has the best road bike cycling environment in the world, definitely in the world.
"29 cyclists are on this trip, and they're from different countries in ANZCham. It's the 6th year of the charity bike ride. On the first day, they'll go south from the middle of Taiwan, all the way to an indigenous village in ANZCham. On the second day, they're going to Sun Moon Lake. After riding around the lake, they'll challenge a tough slope, Chirkandi. Right after they experience the Hofeng Bikeway, they'll head for Hsinchu. On the last day, they'll ride to Dadaocheng Wharf in Taipei. This journey covers a total of 507 kilometers, with a top altitude of 2,617 meters. What kind of unique scenery will we see? Departing from Douliu in central Taiwan, they'll be heading to an indigenous village in ANZCham, where they'll have a cultural experience and participate in a charity event. The indigenous village where they'll be staying tonight sits at an altitude of 1,361 meters. Let's get started. The cyclists take County Highway 149 through Gukeng Township, all the way to ANZCham in the south. They'll see lots of beautiful scenery along the way. Before entering Gukeng, which is well known for its exceptional coffee, they encountered the first hill, which is about 304 meters. Although they don't have time for a cup of coffee, the first supply station is getting close. Not only are there bananas, chocolate, salt, sugar, and some other high-energy supplements here, but also bike transportation, repair, and pickup services. It's time to get some supplements, as they still have a ways to go. By the way, there are trustworthy travel agencies in Taiwan that can assist with organizing and conducting cycling tours. The services include personal cycling route planning, supply stations, local specialties, and accommodations. Support car, vehicle transportation, escort services, and cycling coaches are also provided. A professional plan makes your cycling tour much easier, more convenient, and safer.
Hey, Charles.
Hi.
Let everybody see. This is Charles, Sleeper Man. Sleeper Man, why do you bring a sleeper in back from you?
Oh, because I was saying that we have so many stops, and on all of these stops it's maybe 15, 20 minutes, right? And these shoes are not comfortable. And so it's best if we can slip into something more comfortable, which is why I bring the hotel slipper.
And I know
let my feet breathe a little bit more.
And then these also pieces of filming.
So this is your trick.
Yeah, so this is my trick for being more comfortable, is bringing the slippers.
Yes.
I was really hoping that he would be.
Are you okay? Are you okay?
Well, I feel stupid, but apart from that, I'm all right.
You feel super.
Been in Taiwan 21 years. I started out in finance here, and subsequently I set up my own little software company, and I've got some property developments back in New Zealand. I think, cycling to the top of Yunlin, I first did that about 10 years ago. It's really good camaraderie. There are so many really good cycling groups, and you meet people and you work out together, and then, we meet up for coffee after the cycling. You start really early. Typically start at first light, so you're starting at like 6 a.m. or something, or 5:30 in the summer. And then you do a 4-hour ride and it's breakfast time at 9:30, so yeah.
What happened? What
I
happened?
rode off the road. I was not paying attention.
Oh.
I was making a phone call. Like you're not
Oh, no. Who called you? Your wife?
I already feel stupid enough, so I will not say.
I'm cycling along, and I have my phone locked in. So I have you know, the Garmin, and I have the phone, right? And I see there's a message, and it's like, okay, business. And then the road moved, right? You know, I was going in a straight line. It was the road, you know, and then I went, oh, the road went that way, and I was in the ditch.
Were you just looking at our data?
So I got up and I looked around, and fortunately no one had seen me fall, okay? But then when I got caught up with the rest of the riders, I needed a little bandage, and so my accident was and also I had damaged my pedal, so there was a little.
It was
so then
visible.
I had to get,
it was visible.
It was visible, both on me and on the bike. So yeah, so I was exposed. I had to fess up.
After a short break, let's continue the journey. The next stop will be Nantou Suspension Bridge in Zhushan, which is in Nantou in central Taiwan. They ride along County Highway 158 for another 6.5 kilometers. The team has been split into 3 groups due to the physical factors. No doubt, Charles's extensive triathlon experience makes him lead the team. It seems Wendy is keeping her energy for later, so she's still in the middle group. Peter has fallen behind due to an injury. It's okay, don't worry about the speed. It's not a cycling race. Everyone just takes their time and enjoys this fantastic tour of Taiwan. As they ride on County Highway 158, everyone senses the subtle aroma of tea. Zhushan in Nantou is abundant in tea, and Qingshan Oolong tea is famous worldwide. In 20 minutes, they'll arrive at the second supply station. Nantou Suspension Bridge spans the Qingshui River and is also known as the Rainbow Suspension Bridge. The red and white bridge deck, along with the river weir, creates a magnificent view. As you ride through, don't forget to pause and take it in.
This is Scott, and Scott brings his father to participate in these activities. How old are you?
65.
Really?
65 years young.
Yes, it's really young. It's really young. So, how long have you been to ride bicycle?
I've been riding for 12 years.
12 years.
I did the first ride with the Chamber of Commerce. The first one.
So the Chamber's been doing this for a few years now, and Dad came on the very first ride that we did.
And you?
I'm part of the Chamber, so yeah, so I've been on nearly all of the rides.
Oh, so why you say yes?
My younger son came as well, so both of them, they say you have to come.
Really?
Yeah, so
Why? What's the reason?
Well, we actually love cycling, and we love cycling together. Being able to cycle with your 2 older sons is it's a wonderful thing.
Oh yeah. So where is your brother?
He's in Australia.
Oh, so now come to this
He's working.
Okay. So maybe next year bring.
I hope so. Yeah. But it's been, you know, I know how good this event is, and you know, there's lots of people to meet and talk to while you're riding. And so you know, it's a good chance for Dad to see Taiwan and also meet new people, and you know, and us to just have an experience together that's very unique.
I think it's very sweet. Yeah. So how do you feel? Until now, really good.
No, really good. I ride 3 times a week, about 60 kilometres, 65 kilometres. I did the Tour Down Under in Adelaide. It was 140 kilometres and about 2,500 metres. They did the King of the Mountain after 100 kilometers.
Wow. So that's
He's
why.
been training for this.
Yes. So that's why you look like 20 years old only.
20 years old, Dad.
You're my best friend.
And at the first about 1K, it's 3 legs. And when you found that, oh, there's a small bridge after the bridge, and you know it's gonna climbing. And this stop, the climbing, no rolling hill. It's real climbing.
No rolling.
There's
just climb. Just climb and climb and
peak,
climb.
like the last stop there, when you reach, you thought it's peak, kind of a little bit slowly slide down about 1K, and there's another real one. That is a real peak, okay? Don't get lying.
Riding onwards from the Tongtou suspension bridge towards Caoling, the cyclists are confronted with a challenging climb to an altitude of 900 meters. This steep ascent is truly a test of their endurance.
Home already? Hotel already?
You want to go? Okay, let's go. 7K left.
No.
Good, smart choice. Come on, get some food.
吃点东西吧。好的，要补一点水。对，没错。路途遥远。See my bicycle. All of this, it was not raining. It's my sweat. I sweat like a pig. Wash my bike. Wow. So you go back to downhill to be with your father?
Yes.
Oh.
His chain came off the bike. The bike had a problem.
I need to give you a thumbs up.
I told you you'd be pushing me somewhere.
Perfect. Finally.
Thank God. That was tough. All right. Swing gear.
See everybody's face. It's much different. Comparing with the morning we get started.
Okay, I'll go first because I'll getting slower and slower and slower.
加油！
有。
路上小心。
哦。Okay.
Caoling in Gukeng is in central Taiwan and has special geological features. In 1999, Taiwan experienced a 7.3 magnitude earthquake, which caused significant ecological changes. That's why many scholars come here to do research, and cyclists have it on their must-visit list. The altitude here is about 900 meters, challenging the endurance of all riders. Obviously, there's a gap between the three groups. After passing the tunnel, there's a long downslope. Everyone can take a break and enjoy the thrill of high speed. The entourage will soon see some reshuffling.
It's a tough period. About maybe 10 kilometers to 12 kilometers uphill. But I think it's worth because the wind, see, the air is fresh and the wind is comfortable. This is a silence area, and I think if you want to feel some bamboo forest, here is a good area. Yeah, but tired, truly.
The Caoling Visitor Center is the second stop. All the cyclists stock up on energy supplements because they're still 13.4 kilometers from their charity event destination. On County Highway 149, they'll be climbing a 317-meter slope, roughly the height of the Eiffel Tower. The prospect of joining the charity event is good motivation for the cyclists, who put aside their fatigue and continue joyfully moving forward. When these colorful wild boar decorations appear by the roadside, it means the riders have arrived at Laiji Village, located at an altitude of 792 meters. Hundreds of years ago, indigenous hunters discovered this place while hunting wild boars. After that, the wild boar became a famous symbol of Laiji Village. The road to enter the village is very steep. Time to dig deep and pedal harder.
Okay, later we have a meeting for charity, and the charity is for Laiji tribe. What's that for? Let's ask Peter.
How long I can hold myself?
Hey, Peter. Later we will have charity, right?
We are going to have a presentation.
A presentation.
And we're going to give away a very large check. And it's the money collected from the riders and the sponsors. We're going to give it to the Laiji tribe. They have a foundation here.
So why Laiji tribe? Why choose Laiji tribe?
Well, okay, so every year we choose a charity that's on the route. And this is the sixth time we've done it, so we have to find a new charity, ideally on a cycling route. So Laiji tribe was mentioned, and very deserving people here in the mountain with a beautiful place, and we're staying in their homestay, so it just seemed an ideal place to come.
First, we would like to invite the chairperson. 有一番呢。
代表我们来自于部落的居民，跟大家说谢谢。
Well, we're a foreign business chamber here in Taiwan, and we benefit greatly from being here, and we want to give back, and we also want to enjoy the outdoors and promote cycling. And we have a lot of friends in cycling and the cycling industry. So, with us and then, Giant who help us organize the ride. It's a great way to give to charity, give back to Taiwan, and really have a good time. It's great camaraderie on the ride.
If you think about, you have a bunch of people together, around about 35 people. They're cycling for 5 days. They do something good with it. And I think what I really, really love, it's not just like you donate money or you give for a charity. You see the people who receive the money. And I think it's amazing, we go to some of these villages where the kids come, and the kids basically, they show us, how they do handcraft, like very old traditional handcrafts, and we join them to do this. And I think this is really something very heartwarming. You cycle the whole day, you see these people who get the money, and I think this is priceless.
Laiji Village offers a combination of South African cuisine and local flavors. The food's made using local, natural, and seasonal ingredients. Now, the cyclists are fed and full of energy. After crossing the Zhushan Bridge across the valley, they still have about 5 more meters to climb before they arrive at tonight's accommodations. Deenyana is like a fairyland, located at an altitude of 1,361 meters. Deenyana, in the local language, means a piece of land far from the riverbed, flat and safe. These unique houses are built in a tranquil atmosphere. It makes Deenyana appear just like a fairyland. This place experienced a very serious typhoon in 2009 and is where the indigenous ancestors of Taiwan once lived. Today, everyone has ridden a total of 64 kilometers and climbed to an altitude of 1,400 meters. The best reward is seeing the beauty of Deenyana. For this, all that effort was worth it.
You're from UK, right?
Yeah, I'm from UK.
You do cycling sport in UK?
Yeah, I've cycled a lot in France and Italy and Spain, but I never knew that you could do this kind of cycling tour in Taiwan. So it's been a really amazing experience, and I think that so many people in Europe who love cycling, they would love this kind of ride.
Really?
So I hope that more people learn about it and come to cycle.
And this guy,
Yes.
you're a Taiwanese.
Yes, I'm Taiwanese.
But you have never come this kind of indigenous people's tribe before.
People come in and sit
I
down.
have actually because I'm part of the ANZCham, so we organize the charity bike ride once a year. Last year we visited Laiji Village.
So use bicycle, even though we Taiwanese, we can understand our land more and more, much more, right?
I mean, Taiwan is such a diverse place. I mean, there's like the Hakka people, there's the Hokkien, and there's like 16 recognized tribes, so all with different distinct cultures, and so well, I mean, yeah, and with the new people who's like moving to Taiwan, so this is definitely a great way to experience and get to know. Because I mean, when you're on the car or on the bus, you don't get to, I suppose, you don't get to really, pay this much close attention to the detail of the landscape, or like really get the chance to interact with people. I joined one that's called the Asia Rainbow Ride. That's a shorter ride that's for about 3 days, but with more people. So for that ride, there are about 120 people this year. So it's also a very great sense of community. You meet a lot of interesting people with all very different background and stories.
Today is a tough day, but I feel satisfied because the scenery is really beautiful in Taiwan. So I look forward for this. And I think tomorrow will be easier than today. So have dinner right now.